Alright, so I'm going to be assembling this WLIVE ASNG059. Let's go ahead and turn this over, but this is a fabric 10 drawer high storage container. What is that? DHS2. Alright, ASNG059 fabric 10 drawer high storage cabinet DHS2. 12 kilograms, one piece. Alright, D10773320. I don't know what all these numbers mean, but there you go. Okay. Anyways, let's cut this open. All right. There's only a little bit of tape to cut here. Okay. Be careful cutting this. You don't want to accidentally cut the thing that's inside. I'm trying to avoid cutting too far in. Rotate it. Oops, sorry. So here we go. These are the pieces. They do have an instruction booklet here. I'm going to go through all the pages. You can skip over if you want. Okay. There you go. ASNG059. So I think that's the model number. Okay. I'm going to put all of this in the video. I'm going to read it myself afterwards, and then we will go ahead and assemble. So, yeah. Oh, it says we're going to need some of these tools. We'll need a screwdriver, hammer, and a drill, and a pencil. What? It says to do it on a carpet so it's softer. I'm not going to do that, but here's what it looks like and all the parts. Hopefully it won't take too long to assemble this thing. Oh, those are the feet. Okay. I know some of you guys don't like to read instructions and you like to just try and put it all together like a puzzle, but that's how you put things together wrong. And that's how you end up with extra pieces that you didn't put in. And that's how you end up making something that can fall apart or fall on you or whatever. I'm pretty sure they want you to like anchor it into the wall. Yep, as you can see. That's what you need the drill for. Okay, anyways, let me read this. I'll be back. Alright, well, it kept saying to put it on a blanket, so here we go. We got these pieces, okay? I believe these are the fabric drawers. We'll set these aside. Okay, fabric drawers, set that aside. Okay, so let's see. What is this? More fabric drawers? Bigger ones? Fabric something. We'll set that aside. Okay, we got the handles for the drawers. Set that aside. Sorry, the lighting's kind of not good. Alright. Now we got the feet and the screws. These are the wall mounting things. Okay, so you need these to secure it to the wall. They label it on the bag so you know this is BH. Okay, and then you have A here. Okay, these are B and H. Okay, and we have whatever's in this box. Bunch of plastic. Oh, these are the rails. These are the rails for the drawers. There's the left and right. They didn't label this, so I don't know which is which. Oh, here, there's the R. So the blue bag, assuming they do it the same, the blue bag is the right hand side, and the clear bag is the left hand side. So let's set those aside. They're just plastic. Okay. So this stuff is very cheap materials here, designed to. Okay, this is the support. I think it's like the cross. It makes an X shape along the back. We got these two tubes. I'm not sure what that's for. And then we got the legs. There's 3 of them. 2 for the sides and then 1 for the middle. The side ones, obviously, oh, let me see if I can show this. The side ones have these feet that stick out, and then the middle one is just flat. Okay, set that aside, and then I think this is probably the top, and we have some more fabric-y things, whatever that's for. We'll set that aside. Oh, I think those are for inside the drawer. Okay, these have like these plastic things we have to take off. The other ones, they already fell off. Okay, so set this box aside and I'll be back. All right, so first thing we'll need is this big board, okay? It's actually not too big. Anyways, we're gonna tear this out. So just get this out of here. And as you can see, we have these little holes in it. So those 6 holes. We're gonna lay this flat here. Okay. It's be tricky on this. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. All right, actually I need to lower this a little bit. Okay, then we need the 3 metal things. We're gonna line them up. So the way they want you to do this is they want the holes all facing you when you do this, okay? So I don't know if it doesn't matter which way you have this facing. I think it's the same, but if you want this warning, if you're gonna leave that on there, okay, then we're gonna actually flip it this way because the holes, I believe, are for the back of the thing, okay? So we're gonna now get these out. Okay, again, you want the 2 with these on the outside. All right. And again, there are screw holes, as you can see on here, okay? There's screw holes here. You want these screw holes facing you. So we're gonna put that like that. I don't think there's a left and right, is there? It doesn't look like there's a left and right. I think they're exactly the same. The one without the, whatchamacall, is the middle. Okay, the one without the feet. Okay, we'll set that aside as well. And then the last one with feet. Okay. All right. Oh, there is a left and right. Okay. So, let me see. At least I'm pretty sure. So if you look at this, you see how it has these little holes, these rectangular holes? Those need to face towards the inside. And then again, these screw holes need to face you. So we do need to make sure to put that right. This has a 4 on it. So the 4 is going to go on the right hand side. When you flip it, it's going to be on the left. But there we go. Okay. Yeah, you can't put them backwards. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put the thingies in. Okay, it does. Wait, it said it comes with the tools. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so it has these tools here. I'm going to use my own screwdriver just because obviously it's going to be easier. So this says IJC. I'll use the wrench they have, but I'll use my own screwdriver if it's using Phillips screwdriver. In the instruction manual, it did say using your own Phillips head screwdriver is recommended, but it does have this if you want to use that. Okay, so we got that. Oh, I might need scissors to cut open, or at least something to pierce this. So let me cut these because otherwise the bags are attached to each other. So I'm gonna just separate these baggies. Okay, you can use obviously scissors or something else. I'm just using this little blade. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna tear these bags apart. Okay, well, I just tore them halfway so that way we have an opening to get the screws out. Okay, so first one we need are B. Okay, so we need 6 of those screws. So grab out 6 of these screws. You don't need the bolts, just the screws. Uh-oh, I'm losing some. All right, let me go grab those. All right, I got the 6 screws. So again, now we're gonna set this up. I'm gonna do what's on my left side right now. Again, you want the holes facing you, the holes that are here facing you, and then you want these rectangle holes facing the inside, okay? So we need 2 screws on either. I'm gonna rotate it this way just so it's easier for me to do this. We'll get this in, and we're gonna first loosely fit the screws, and then we'll tighten them into place. So we'll just Oops. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. So I'm actually going to go ahead and, so I have my own Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to actually go ahead and, oh, it's not even Phillips. It's using a hex thing. So let me go get that. Otherwise, we're going to have to use this to do it. Let's see, maybe I can do it this way. So this is actually screwing into plastic. Okay, it actually can screw in by hand. So let me see if I have a screwdriver that's like this. All right, so I have this one. I'm going to use this because I can use this side for quicker turning and then this for torque. So this is a 5/32 or 5/30 seconds of an inch, or you can use a 4mm, but the 5/32 fits a little bit tighter. Okay, so let's go ahead now and get this on. Okay. It helps if you have another person helping hold this up so it doesn't wiggle around. But I'm going to do this by myself. Okay, make sure that these screws go in straight down. Okay, so we've got that. It's going crooked right now, but we're going to have to make sure that we get it in straight. Let me actually do this. Okay. All right, and you want to actually loosely fit all these screws first. We'll tighten it down once we have everything completely lined up. Okay, I don't know why they didn't use Phillips screwdrivers or screws for this. Okay, even in the instructions it actually tells you not to tighten everything down right away until everything else is in. So you can see how it can wobble a little bit. That's okay, but you don't want it too loose that it's going to just tip over and then tear the plastic things out. All right, I don't know why this one wants to go crooked. We need to make sure it goes in straight. There we go. Okay. If you want, you can tighten it and then loosen it a little when you go to get the other pieces in. But you should be able to see that, oops, maybe too much, that you should be able to wiggle this side to side a little bit, okay? And the reason you want that is because this thing, it's not 100% to size, like, so there's a little bit of tolerance between the stuff. So because of that tolerance, when you go to screw it down, if it's screwed in a little bit off, then it might not fit right. Okay, and then this is the middle one. It has these rectangles on both sides. All right, I don't know how I'll do this because my hand's going to be in the way. I guess I can move the camera. Go. Okay, this guy in there. And you should be able to tighten it by hand a little first. Okay. Alright, tighten my hand a little first, and then we'll go ahead and tighten the rest. Yeah, if you use the tool that's included, because they try and make it be a screwdriver as well, it's like you have to use it in this L this way, and then you'll hit this, and then you have to keep lifting the tool back out and putting it back. So that's a little bit annoying that they did it that way. They could have included another screwdriver separately, but I don't know, saves them like 5 cents or whatever, however much one of these things cost. Okay, again, you can see that it wobbles a bit. You want to make sure that you don't tighten it so that you can't wobble it. So it should have a little bit of that play. Okay, and do the last one now over here. Okay. Again, make sure that the holes are facing you and the rectangles are facing inside. Okay, I'm going to start it this way because it's easier for me to hold. It's not wanting to, the screw's not staying straight up. Why is it going in right? Keeps wanting to go diagonal. Okay, there we go. Oh, actually. Actually, it's still trying to go diagonal. Let me try it without the metal thing first. This one keeps wanting to go diagonal. There we go. Okay. All right. Tighten it in some. Okay. Rotate that. And then we'll get the other screw in. Let's move you guys out of my way. Get that in partly. Don't drop it. Take that down just enough so that it can still wobble a little. Okay. This one wobbles too much, so we're going to tighten it a little more. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, now we need 2 of these longer A screws and then these number 6 pipes, okay? So there's 2 of them. I said 6 because it has a number 6 on it, not because there's 6 of them. There's only 2 of these. And these are for the base, which right now is at the top. So I'm gonna have to move the camera up. All right, did I say we only needed 2 of these? We actually need 6. So 6 for total, but 3 for each bar, okay? So you want this little hole facing down, and then these holes are gonna screw in from the side here. So we're gonna, basically this will rest on the middle of this one, and this screw will go into there, okay? So drop it in, and then you can hand tighten this. All right, so I'm hand tightening it first. And then we can go ahead and line up the side ones here, okay? Since I made the other ones loose, you want to be careful that you don't let it fall over and then rip the plastic pieces out, okay? So now we'll go ahead and loosely fit that one, okay? And we'll do the same on this side. Okay, there we go, and then we'll loosely fit this guy. You can use the tool now to help line it up easier. And again, we're just loosely fitting it for now. We'll tighten it once we get the whole cross X on the back, okay? All right, now we got the other one. We're gonna go ahead and get this in. Okay, so same thing. We'll get the center one. And loosely fit that. Okay. Then we'll get one of the sides. Get that in. All right, and the last one over here. All right, now that we got those, you can tighten down this middle one because this one doesn't really do anything except like twisting side to side. So since we got everything else lined up, then this should be okay to tighten into place. You want to make sure it's nice and tight, that it's not going to fall out. Okay. It says periodically, once in a while, check that the bolts are still tight. So depending on if you want to do that, if you feel it's wobbly, you want to go ahead and tighten everything again. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Oh, why did it make a pop sound? Did I over tighten it? Okay, so there we go. We got all of that in. Now we need to do the cross in the middle. So there's the holes there. All right, let me get those. All right, we're gonna need 5 more of the A long ones and then 5 of these H little nuts. And then we'll need these 2, which are in their own pack. It says 5 on it. Okay, so we'll get that out. All right, and basically this is gonna cross in the middle like this. All right, and then it's gonna form an X to connect it. So we're gonna go ahead and put the middle one first. All right, and the way you do that is you first put the bolt through like this, okay? Then it will form a cross It doesn't really matter which one is on top. But if you want to copy the thing, this one, I guess, I don't know. I don't think it matters though. Okay, anyways, let me get this closer here. And we got to find the middle. Oh, did I put this one? Oh, shoot, maybe I did put this backwards. Is there a hole on this? I put that one backwards. The middle one, there is a backwards. Shoot, now I'm going to have to take it all out. So the middle one, there's a hole on the middle there. So I need to turn this around. All right, I'll be back. All right, if you messed up like me, the easiest way to turn it around is to first remove the side ones. Okay. We'll leave the center, these in. We don't actually have to take those out. So we'll take these out here. Okay. And then we just need to spin around and rotate the whole thing. Okay. So we'll take out the 4 from these sides. I already took out the 2 on the other side. And then we'll remove the ones from the bottom here. I don't even know what you can see, but okay, you can see my leg. All right, we're gonna remove the 2 from down there. All right, we'll remove these 2, and then we can spin the whole thing around. You do want to make sure that it doesn't tip over. Okay. Get this middle guy out and this middle guy out. Again, this is because I messed up and accidentally put the hole on the other side. I thought it was the same on both sides, but I was mistaken. Okay, so now we can take this piece out and just spin it around. And again, the thing that we messed up is there's a hole. Let me see here. All right, you can see there's a hole on the middle one there. So that's what we messed up. Let's go ahead and get this stuff back in. All right, and I'm actually gonna put these A ones first because it will help hold it up. Okay, you can see I put one already loosely. I'm gonna put these first just because it'll help hold it up. Okay, just like this. That. All right, now it's already kind of holding itself up. We'll get these 2 as well. Okay, and make sure these are easy to twist. You should be able to do this by hand, okay? Because if you start with the tool right away, you're very likely going to end up stripping out the threading. Okay, so there we go, we got that. Now let's go ahead and get the ones that are attached to the top. Okay. Line this back up. Get this in. This guy in. Okay, make sure it goes in straight. All right, hang on in. This one in. You can see how it wiggles. That's how we want it. A little wiggly. Should have a little room to wiggle there. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and do the center piece that we stopped on because messed up. So let's see, will you be able to see everything? I don't know. Maybe there. Okay. All right, we've got the center one now. So you get this and get one of those little nuts. All right, and this goes through the hole here. And then you put the nut on the other side. I might have to adjust the camera so you can kind of see, but hopefully you get the idea. All right, we're gonna have to do that on all of these now. So let me do another one. Again, we're gonna need the A and the H, and we're gonna have to put one up here. Oh, I need to lower you guys because you can only see one. One up there, and then the other one is down there, okay? So again, we'll get this through the hole here. And then we'll get the nut onto there. Let me see if I can actually show this better. So go to the side here. And can you see that? No, you cannot. There you go. So down there. Okay, so there's this one. Hold that in and then tighten that. Okay, now we need the one at the top here, which you can't see again. Here, okay. And we'll get this in. And then we'll get the nut on the back. And for this, we're gonna need the little wrench tool or whatever that came with it. I'm gonna get all these in first and then we'll tighten it. All right, and now, oops, now gotta look at this side, same thing. Okay, like that. Same thing, line this up, get that in. Get the little nut in. Just like this. And then the last bolt here. Get that nut in. Just like that. All right. So again, now we have this little crescent thing. Now that we got everything lined up, we'll do the middle one first. Okay. Basically get this thing around there. Oh, so one side is smaller than the other. You gotta use the smaller one. Get that on, and then we'll tighten this down. Okay. And just tighten it to where it won't move anymore. Should be good. All right. And we're gonna do that for all the rest. We got the two on the sides, and we got the, oh, I don't even know what you can see. We have to go slightly higher. There we go. Okay. And we'll do the same with this one. You can actually turn both at the same time. And again, this would actually help be stronger if you use this way. Okay. Okay, tighten it until you can't really tighten it anymore. Same thing with the one down here. Tighten it until you can't really tighten it anymore. If you're really strong, then maybe you don't want to tighten it that tight. But just tighten it till it's tough to turn. Okay, now we got the last two on this side. And do those as well. Sorry if my hand gets in the way. Okay, and one at the bottom. All right, now that that's all bolted together, we can go ahead, excuse me, and tighten everything else up. So all the ones on the floor down here. Okay. So the 4 or the 6 on the floor down here, we're gonna tighten those up. Okay. No specific order, just tighten them up. Let me see if I can do it with this one first a little bit. Okay, tighten these in. All right, now that these are all tightened, it should be pretty sturdy. All right, middle ones as well. Like that. go. And then the side ones. Sorry if my arm's in the way. Okay, I think we're just about done. We're going to be flipping it over in a bit. We just need to put the little feet on. All right, so we tightened all of that. We do need to still tighten up the ones at the very top, or I guess technically the bottom, but they're at the top right now. So we do need to tighten these. Let's go ahead and tighten those in. And I'm trying to hold this flush because you can see there's a little wiggle room, but I want it flush here so it doesn't have the little sharp edge sticking out. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold it like that and then tighten this. Make it nice and tight. Okay, same thing on the other side. I wanna make sure that this is flush. Okay, so it can wobble a little, but I wanna make sure it's flush. Tighten that up. Okay, and then we gotta do the other side. We already did the middle ones, but we'll double check it just in case. You can see how it can wiggle out a little bit. So if you leave it, it's just gonna be sticking out. I don't want that. I want it to be flush on the front and the back so it doesn't have anything to get caught on. Okay. Alright, and same thing, oops, with the one over here. Keep dropping this in. Alright, same thing, make sure this is flush as well. Tighten that up. Okay. Make sure it's nice and tight. Double check this one. Okay, we can double check the middle ones one more time. Yeah, these are already nice and tight. All right, so I think we tightened everything. Now we just need to put the little feet on the corners here. Okay, so we'll get the feet on now. All right, these are the feet, part E. And these you can use to level it. So if your floor isn't level, you can change how far in these are screwed. Okay, so if it's wobbly, you can, if it's if it's not reaching the floor, you can untwist it to extend it a little. That's why it has the screws on it, okay? And that's how you adjust the height and as well. So if you want it also, you can leave it like slightly higher. Like this, if you want a little more space between, but then you have this silver screw looking thing, it looks a bit ugly, so I wouldn't do that. Alright, so last screw, and the frame is complete. Well, not really, we still have to put the left and right little bracket thingies in there to hold the drawers, but this is assembled. We can flip this over now. Okay, it's pretty top heavy because of this wooden piece on top, so that's why you need to anchor it to the wall. Okay, so we got all of that in. Okay, let's take a look at the L and R brackets. Okay, so you want to make sure that the cross thing is facing away from you, okay, because that's the back of it. And then that's how you know which is the left and right. So, as mentioned earlier, the blue bag I think was the right side ones. And then these ones are left, right? Does it say on here? Yep, so there's an L there. Okay, so we're gonna hook these into place. I'll just do all the left side first, and I'll do a close-up of one, and then I'll just do all of them so you guys can see. Alright, but it's gonna be basically the same thing for the left and right. The only difference is You're doing it on the right hand side. Okay, so let me show you one first. Okay, so the main difference between the left and the right is, as you can see, this has that L all the way, and then you have this thing blocking it. If you put the wrong one, then you're gonna have this blocking it and you won't be able to put the drawers in, okay? So we're gonna start with one of the left hand side ones. Let's do the one down here first. And if you look at the shape of this, basically this, you have to put that into the rectangle first, so the front and the back, so get it in there, okay? Then once you get it all the way in, push it all the way up as much as you can. You should now be able to let it go flush and then slide it down. And that little notch at the bottom is what will lock it in place, okay? So be careful because there's nothing else locking it in. So if you accidentally lift this up, you can accidentally flop this whole thing back out, okay? But you do have to do the front and back for that to accidentally happen. So if you do just do this side, it's hard to get this out because the other side is still down and holding it in place, okay? So we're just gonna do all of those now and then we'll be back. We'll do the right hand side as well. Okay. Dump all the right hand side out as well. So this is the right hand and these are the left. So we're just gonna get all of these in. Pretty simple. Okay. This design is very easy to put together. Sorry, I'm probably just sitting in the way here, but hopefully you can see. And we've got this left hand side as well. Oh, the bottom also has one, so don't forget the very bottom. The very bottom also needs the railing as well, otherwise the drawer will just fall out, okay? Okay, did I miss one? Oh, I think almost every single part, they come with one spare, unless they missed something. I think I got them all. Yeah, I think almost every part that they have at least one spare. So if something is manufactured wrong or you lose one or I don't know, then you have that extra just in case, okay? Now we're gonna do the right hand side, same thing, but on the right. Same thing on the right hand side over here. Alright, and the last one, again, there's one spare. Right, there we go. So we have one left, one right, extra. We also have extra screws. Let's go ahead now and assemble the drawers. Okay, that's all assembled. All right, as you can see, we dumped out all these screws. These are screw C, I believe. Okay, and then we got these fabric drawers. So let's go ahead and take them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 10 total, so probably 5 per pack. All right, and pretty simple, straightforward. These just open up, okay? And then I guess that's what these other packs of these are for. I think these are the bottoms of the drawer, so that it's more solid. All right, okay. Yeah, so that's for the bottom of those drawers. Okay, anyways, we're gonna need, oh, maybe I need a shorter screwdriver for this. Okay, let me get a shorter one. Okay, we'll use a shorter one here. And basically we're gonna get the handles and screw them all in. So we got part D, these are the handles. All right, so each one needs one of these handles. I'm assuming they have extras of this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there's an extra. So that's nice because if you accidentally break one or something, then you have these extras. Okay, so basically the screw goes through the back, obviously, and then the handle goes through the front, okay? So I'm gonna hold the screw in place, and then we're gonna just try and twist this on a little bit first, okay, to get that lined up. Same thing, get the second screw in through the back, and then line that up, okay, and then we just screw this on, obviously, okay? So we have access now inside. Sorry, I don't know what you can see. Let me move you guys over here maybe. Okay. And then you want to hold the handle tight to the thing. It keeps wanting to reopen itself. Let me move the other ones out of the way. Okay. Maybe I should put the thing in first. Let me put the base in first. So we have all these. Okay, just one of them. All right, and the base does have this little pull tab to take it back out. They do show the pull tab at the front. Honestly, I would put it towards the back, but it's fine. All right, so I'll put this first just so it keeps it held open, okay? For me, that makes it easier. And then we'll go ahead and get the screw in. I'm gonna use the screwdriver to hold it into place. Okay, then we'll get the handle lined up. And I'm pushing the handle flush against it so you can see the screw got pulled backwards. And then now we'll tighten it. That's to make sure that the handle stays flat against the thing. Okay. And then same thing with this one. And we'll tighten that in. Okay. And you just tighten these screws in so that they hold on and don't wiggle around. You don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to damage the plastic handle, and you don't want to have it eat into this too much, okay? Just so that it's not really wiggling around. All right, and there we go. Drawer number 1 is complete. We can go ahead and slot it in. Okay, and you just slide that in. It's gonna lift up the one above, so you want to be careful. There we go, and there's drawer number 1. Okay, so we're gonna do all the rest. You're welcome to watch all of that, but if you just want to see the thing completed, then yeah, you'll want to fast forward through. And then I will show the anchor mounts. I'm gonna have to see because it depends. I'm not sure where my friend wants to put this drawer, but the anchor mounts are going to go through these holes. The screws will go through this. You do need to drill a hole in the wall so that you can put these, though, unless you're having it right on the stud, which most likely you're not going to end up lining it up right with the stud. But if you do, then you actually don't need those little the plastic anchor things. The plastic anchor things are if it's going straight into the drywall. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do all the rest of the drawers. Again, you can just fast forward through because you're probably not going to watch me assemble 10 drawers. Or if you are going to watch me assemble 10 drawers, then cool. That also helps me with view time. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and assemble the last of these drawers. There's a lot more. Okay. Again, the screwdriver here. So the easiest way is first put the screw in, get the handle on this side, and then I like to use the handle to kind of start twisting it a little just so it stays on. Then we'll get the other screw in. Trying to record this makes it a little bit awkward because I'm trying to hold it in a position that I normally wouldn't. Okay, there we go. And now we'll get this screw in. Okay, maybe I should get my drill. This would make it way faster. I just And then I just need to figure out what torque setting to put, but that's okay. All right. Actually, maybe I should film this one from the other side. Can I do that? I don't know what I'd be recording. That's the problem. Yeah, no, I wouldn't know what I'm recording. You're just going to be staring at like my crotch or something if I do that. Okay, well, maybe this way is better. You won't be able to see the handle, but you'll be able to see me screwing the thing in until it's done. Okay. All right, drawer number 2 is completed. You can put it on this side. We'll fill up all of one side first. But there you go. Okay. Next one, same thing. Open it up. Get the base. Okay, push that down into there. There we go. And then another handle. Screw in there. Start the handle by twisting it. Okay. Oreo, what are you... Oreo's sitting in my lap right now. He's like, what is going on? Okay. Get that in. Tighten this in. Okay, on this side. Okay. Third drawer is complete. We'll go ahead and put it on the bottom one here. All right. Drawer number 4. The anchors you could always do later. You can put at any time if you want. If you're not worried about it, I mean, this drawer isn't very heavy, so if you're worried about it falling over on you, like, I wouldn't worry. It's not very heavy. But if you put heavy stuff in it, or you're worried about someone climbing on it, like if you have kids that might try and climb it for whatever reason, then yeah, I don't think you can even climb this one because it's just these fabric-y drawers. So if they try and climb it, they're just gonna break your drawers. So I don't know. The anchor points aren't that required, but if you have like top heavy stuff that you're gonna put like heavier things towards the top, then okay, you're gonna want to make sure to anchor it to the wall, because if you pull the heavier drawer out and it's at the top, then it's gonna fall over. Okay. Okay. And since the drawer set is so light, then there's a good chance that it can just fall forward. Okay, so yeah, it's a good idea to put the anchor points, although I know a lot of people don't. They put those anchor points in there so if it does fall over and causes damage or hurts anyone, then you can't sue them because they gave you those and they put it in the instructions and told you it will tip over. So, all right. All right, drawer number 4 completed. Let's get that into there. Nice. All right. Drawer number 5. Okay. And first, slide it down. See, I feel like if you pull this up, then I guess it won't hit the screws. But there's a chance that it can get caught on the screw. That's why normally I would think to put the tab in the back, but then I guess they do it that way so that when you're looking from the front, you won't see the tab back there because this is blocked from your vision. All right. All right, next one. Okay. They come with an extra of all the parts except for, I'm pretty sure they're not going to come with an extra drawer. But they come with extra of all these little tiny parts. Okay. Oh, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing, I don't think. Okay. This. All right, drawer number 5, we're halfway done. And the front is also this fabric-y texture, if you're wondering. It's not actual wood, you can see. Okay, let's open this pack. I don't think they come with extras of this either, so make sure you're not accidentally putting multiple in one. I don't know if I did. I didn't check that carefully earlier. Let's see. We should have... Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they have none of the extra drawer, like the liner or the outside. So, yep. I mean, I figured they're more expensive pieces and much larger. Okay. Okay, this one I accidentally put in slightly at an angle, so let me fix that. Alright. Okay, drawer number 6 complete. 4 to go. Make sure it doesn't go in crooked. There we go. Drawer number 7 completed. Right. Drawer number 8. That's pretty much all there is to this, all right? Hopefully this video helped you guys assemble yours. Again, I like to put the whole instruction booklet and everything in the video, just in case it's needed for whatever reason. Like, it said in the thing to keep the manual and give it to the next owner in case they need to, like, take it apart and put it together or whatever. But let's be honest, I don't think anyone's going to be taking it completely apart and then putting it back together. Usually they'll just transport it already assembled. They might take out the frame and stuff, but I don't know. If you do that, then there's a very good chance you're going to lose the screws. So yeah, usually people just transport this stuff whole. It's pretty light, so it wouldn't be difficult to transport or anything. There we go. This one's again a little bit crooked, I feel. Okay, there we go. Okay, drawer number 8. There you go. Alright, we're almost there. Drawer number 9. Okay. Oh, they actually provide 4 extra screws for the handles. That's a lot of extras. Okay. 1 extra handle and 4 extra screws. Okay. How come it's not going? There we go. Okay. Okay. All right, drawer number 9. All right, and now we're on the last one. Drawer 10. Okay. So this is approximate build time. Obviously, I added some extra build time because I had to take it apart since I messed up the middle one, so hopefully you didn't mess up that as well. Okay. Last drawer, and then we can step back and take a look at the entire thing. I think it looks pretty nice. When the light shines on it a certain way, you can tell it's fabric, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Okay, last drawer. Put this guy in there. And the assembly is complete. This is what it looks like. Okay. And yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay, yeah, other than the anchor bolts, I didn't miss anything. They slide in and out like this. Just be careful because nothing keeps them from falling out. This can fall out completely. So that's the only thing with these drawers. For some people that can be a nice thing. If it's like crafts and stuff and you want to take the whole drawer and bring it with you, then it's very useful having that without having a locking mechanism that makes it difficult. Although most drawers, like, you just tilt it up slightly and then you can take it out. But yeah, this has nothing that will prevent the drawers from falling out, so keep that in mind. All right, again, thanks for watching. Hopefully it helped. Don't forget to put the anchor brackets, basically just line it up on the wall and then drill it into the wall. If it's drywall, then you'll have to put the anchor all the way in. Make sure that this lip goes all the way to the drywall. So you don't want it sticking out of the wall like this. You want it all the way flush to the wall if you're going to be using these. If you don't use these and it's going into the drywall, the screws will just rip out of the wall because drywall is very soft. So keep that in mind. Again, hopefully it helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.